Jojo, big welcome to Crawley. How happy are you to get the deal over the line?
I'm very happy. Thank you for welcoming me, first of all. It's been a quick turnaround, but I'm delighted to get everything sorted.
Yeah, as you say, a quick turnaround. Talk us a little bit through about how you heard about the move and sort of the process of getting it done.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, last season didn't work out for me, so I was looking for a solution. And I knew that the manager, Scott Lindsay, was here. Obviously, previously working with him at Swindon was a big attraction for me, so I had a phone call with him, and the way he presented the club and spoke about the ambition is what really sold me.
Yeah, you mentioned there that you've worked with Scott. What was your relationship like? I know at Swindon he was assistant when you were there. What was your relationship like with him?
Yeah, really good. He always used to give me advice, always used to talk about how he thinks we should play, and I took a lot on board from him, so I'm looking to continue in that this season. Hopefully we have a successful one.
Yeah, we were speaking a little bit before off camera as well. You also know Steve Howe, the goalkeeping coach, so I can imagine he probably had some influence on you joining here as well.
Yep, he was involved in the conversations as well. I haven't actually worked with him over the years, but I've heard a lot about him, so I look forward to working with him.
Yeah, we've obviously got a strong goalkeeping department with Steve as head coach, and we've obviously had Corey Adai move on, but we've just put Ryan Sanford on a new contract. We've just signed a young goalkeeper in Jasper Sheik, so it must be exciting to sort of get your teeth stuck in. We've obviously got your first day of training tomorrow, so you must be excited.
Yeah, after a long trip, but yeah, Steve said about the goalkeeping group, it's a tight little group, so yeah, I look forward to meeting all the lads, and hopefully it's a good season.
Yeah, you've obviously been up at Hibs, but as we've already touched on, you've been in the EFL with Swindon and various other clubs as well. What was the sort of transition to Scotland like, and sort of what made you think that back into the EFL was the right move for you?
Yeah, look, I just wanted to play at the time. Charlton didn't work out because I obviously had my injury towards the end of the season. Hibernian came up. I went up there. Unfortunately, got injured at the start of the season, so that didn't go to plan. But yeah, those things happen in football, and sometimes you have to move on. It's no bad blood. It's just the business at the end of the day. But yeah, I'm happy to be at Crawley.
Yeah, you've obviously got former connections here, as you've said, and I suppose you would have seen some of us last year. It was obviously a great season for the club. What were your sort of impressions like over the course of last season? We spoke to a lot of the new signings so far, and they've all said that they were keeping an eye on the impressive sort of run we had towards the back end of the season. So it must give you confidence knowing that that's the way we play and that you're going to be a part of it.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone was aware of where Crawley was last year. Massive respect to everyone at the club who got them to where they are now.
Yeah, there's a good chance that some of the fans probably would have seen you play either against us or in the league. But for anyone who hasn't seen you, how would you describe yourself as a goalkeeper?
I like to think I keep the ball at the net first. But yeah, I think there's always room for improvement in terms of your distribution, which is massive in today's game. Coming for crosses. Yeah, there's loads of things. But as an all-round goalkeeper, I just like to think that I'm on the front foot and I'm exciting. And hopefully I can start enjoying my football again. And I think Crawley Town was the right decision for me to do that.
Yeah, and you'll have plenty of opportunity before the league season starts. We obviously played our first pre-season game last night, but we've got plenty more to get our teeth stuck into. We've obviously got East Grinstead on Saturday before we travel to Wealdstone on the Tuesday, and then a big game against Crystal Palace here. So it must be exciting to know that you've got some good games to get your teeth stuck into before the season starts.
Yeah, a lot of opportunity to get some minutes in. So yeah, I look forward to the games, and hopefully they can get us ready for the start of the season.
Yeah, and as we've already mentioned, your first day of training tomorrow. Have you sort of had any crossover with any of the other lads, or will this be sort of a fresh bunch that you sort of go into?
I just Dion familiar with, obviously being at Swindon, so I'm sure he'll help me feel settled in very quickly. But yeah, look forward to meeting up with the boys.
Yeah, we've got quite a few Swindon crossovers here actually. It's quite funny. Obviously, you're one of the new ones, so there's plenty of our backroom staff that obviously work with Scott. He brought a lot of them from Swindon with him, but we mentioned there Rick obviously as well. So you would have had a lot of familiar connections. So it must be nice going into a camp where you already know some of the people.
I think that's the important thing with me signing there, because I was enjoying my football at Swindon with those particular people. So with them being at Crawley, I feel like that's a massive part of me coming back here and enjoying football and playing well.
Yeah, we've obviously spoken a little bit off camera. We were talking about how the standard of League One is going to be really high this year. There's obviously some big teams in there that's going to have some, as we've said, big budgets. So it's going to be an exciting season for us, isn't it? But we're all aware of the sort of challenges that face ahead. But as a goalkeeper, it must be exciting knowing that you could feature in a great deal of minutes and against some great teams as well.
Yeah, it is. I guess everyone thinks we're the underdog, so there's no pressure on us. Everyone's against us, but that's something that I look forward to challenging. Yeah, like you said, the big teams that are coming down are going to be really tough games, but it's a chance to test myself and see where we can push ourselves to new limits, and why not challenge to the top of the table. So yeah, hopefully it's a successful one.
Perfect. Jojo, welcome to Crawley.
Thank you.